Good morning, Pastor Tyrone P. Jones, Church for the City, Yuma, Arizona. Last week I had an MRI. Of course, I was prepped for the tightness, the chill, the length of time in the tube, and above all, the noise, how loud it would be. I was given earplugs and headphones to reduce the loudness as best as could be done, I guess, by the technicians. So I was well prepared and had convinced myself that I would only have to endure it for 40 minutes. It was going to be tight, it was going to be uncomfortable, it was going to be limited mobility, and it was going to be loud. But I only had to deal with that for 40 minutes. But an amazing thing happened. I actually went to sleep with all that possibility of stuff that could happen. I was able to nap with no problem. Here's what I believe allowed that. That morning, I was meditating on some thoughts about preoccupations and worldly distractions. The sources of information that we now have is almost unlimited. The opportunities to do things are also unlimited with certain resources. Engaging in political counterpoints can take a lot of brain power and emotional tension. You become emotionally charged with criminal acts against humanity that are either excused or dismissed, and the teaching and indoctrination that are against, I would say, our values and, frankly, against our religion can rightly cause angst. But let's get more personal. We can get preoccupied with our careers, or in my case, with the ministry. We can get preoccupied with our possessions and reputations. All of that can be a pull. Focus on the future and possibilities can consume our thoughts. None of that I've mentioned is wrong in and of itself, but yet any of it can cause us to miss the Father's plan for our life. So my meditation that morning was working on not being preoccupied and distracted and missing the moments the Lord had for me right then, right now, and not being preoccupied with the things of the world, that I missed the things of the Spirit. For that 40 minutes, it worked because nothing distracted me for those minutes of rest. I say all that to emphasize a biblical truth. Life is very short. To prove that, consider these verses. Psalm 103:15 says, "Our days on earth are like grass, like wildflowers. We bloom and die." James 4:14 says, "How do you know that what your life would be like tomorrow?" Your life is like the morning fog. It's here a little while, then it's gone. What do I suggest? Use the time that we have to love God, to love people, and to love life. Let's try not to get too preoccupied with all that's going on around us that restricts us from enjoying what God has planned for us. In the last episode of the series, This Is Us, I recall Rebecca sharing about this very thing in her life. As you may know, she was dying. And she was talking about being preoccupied with things in her mind that's affected her attitude during life. And she talked about being a little girl, and her dad would take her out to the yard to swing. He would also often say, "Let's go out and swing for a few minutes." Because she knew that it would end. She was so preoccupied on when it would end that she missed simply enjoying the time of being pushed in the swing by her dad. I think oftentimes we do that in this life. Psalms 118:24 says, "This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." Jesus said, "I come to give you life and that more abundantly." We can hear the noise. The air is chilly. The situation in life is tight. But don't be preoccupied with all that. Remember, our Lord will make known to you the paths of life, and in his presence is the fullness of joy. At his right hands are the pleasures forevermore. God bless you.